Welcome to Next Radio with Broadcast Bionics, innovative solutions for creative people.
Hi, this is a session from the world of radio promotions, trails, imaging, production and advertising. And because this is an event for those of us who do radio, not people who run radio, I wanted to focus on some creative perils, things that we can identify ourselves as production people and do something about. So here they are, the top 5 creative perils. And I've ranked them in reverse order because it's more exciting that way. Number 5, formula. Now, formula, of course, can be very comforting, and producers know better than most the value of format in creating daytime radio which forms part of people's daily life and companionship. But if you want to be a creative leader, if you want to create some truly standout work that gets you and your creative work noticed, then sometimes it's right to subvert formula. Let's look at television for a moment. Until the late 1990s, television news was blue. It's the colour of authority. Until this man came along. Now, this is Martin Lambie-Nairn. He's a graphic designer, and the BBC commissioned him to revamp its visual identity for BBC News. Now, designers like big concept ideas, preferably ideas that can be summed up in a single word. And Martin's idea for BBC News was red. At the time, it was revolutionary and a little bit scary. But Martin had broken the formula there. He'd taken people out of their comfort zones, and he had broken the formula that really was the ingrained in the visual language of television news. Now today, of course, there's red in just about all television news somewhere. Martin, looking back at it, had rewritten the rules. But what about challenging format in radio? Well, let's play a radio promo that does just that, but not before we've identified another of our creative demons. Irrelevance. Now, irrelevance could be a poorly targeted message, or indeed a message that's broadcast at the wrong time. Now, I was enjoying, believe it or not, I was enjoying Capital FM's dance tunes on Saturday night, until the British Gas ad came on with the immortal line, "Now's the time to think about changing your boiler." No, it's not. It's Saturday night. It could be worse, though. This is Ghana. In Ghana, the government there publicises traffic accident statistics on the side of main roads with this complicated and distracting poster. Only guaranteed to add to those stats. But look, beating irrelevance, though, is more than just good media planning. It's about knowing when to deploy your best idea. Let's listen to Chris Moyles.
Where the link goes, nobody knows.
Nobody knows.
Nobody knows where that goes.
Yesterday we played Caught by the River by Doves.
Doves are a white bird symbolising peace. Peace of a different type is what you have a lot of on a pizza.
Pizza?
Pizza is from Italy, as is France.
Can anyone hear me?
Mayday?
I know it's Dave's tedious link. I'm the doctor. I don't have much time. They might catch me up at any moment. I need to warn you before Saturday. Gotta go. No time. Be lucky.
Five is the number of members currently in Girls Aloud. Girls Aloud had a big hit with Love Machine, which links us especially for you, Alan. It's Girls Aloud and Love Machine.
Now, that promo for Doctor Who was part of a BBC campaign in which the TARDIS would unexpectedly land in the middle of your favourite radio programme. It works because that's what the TARDIS does. It turns up unexpectedly. It breaks the format and the formula of radio, but it works because it's relevant. So my tip is, when you have a great creative idea, don't send it on an irrelevant mission. Bank it for when it's going to be most powerful, when it's going to be most relevant. Now, Mark Barber will be here in half an hour with more on the management of good ideas. Next on our list, though, Vanity. Vanity, of course, those of you in advertising know, is the client who wants to voice their own ad. But it's also all of us who write promotional copy but fail to ask ourselves, how does that actually help somebody? Here is an ad from a mobile phone network in Africa called MTN, hugely successful. And like a lot of African radio advertising, it's based on music. It's a sung jingle, effectively. But there's no sales message in it. It's just bragging about their growing collection of dialing codes. You don't believe me, do you? Have a listen.
MTN, we start from 080 we come, we enter 0806. We come graduate to 0703. Like play, we don't do one again. From 0706 0813 0816. No be mistakes. And now we Nigeria choose 0810. Power to we people. Quality na December.
MTN, everywhere you go.
I quite like the ad, but I'm not sure what to do as a result of hearing that. Next, let's address unsubstantiated and subjective claims, or claims that we know as a big tub of toss. And that's what that looks like. Now, here's some toss that I saw on my boarding pass the other day, flying to New York. The Russian tea room advertises itself as the world's most famous restaurant. Well, look, I don't agree, and I checked on Google, neither do they. The thing is, consumers can spot this toss a mile off now, and it's actually a distraction from the sales message. They are saved, in my estimation, though, by a brilliant line on the Russian tea room's website, which says, "We're 6 minutes and 23 seconds from the Lincoln Center and slightly to the left of Carnegie Hall." Honest, slightly quirky and funny, and very useful. Here is an unsubstantiated claim on a vintage radio jingle.
We're with you through to midnight. We are your best friend. Radio Lincolnshire.
No, you're not my best friend. And it's creepy. Stop it. But the number one creative peril is fear. It could be fear of failure, fear of upsetting people, or indeed fear that it's just too difficult. But it's not. You never have to you never have to risk your life to save your best ideas. But you might want to do one or two things to help protect them. For example, you might want to control the number of people who have to sign off your ideas. Somebody somewhere will hate your work. And the more people you ask, the more likely you are to find them. Always have a plan B ready, just for that time. And if you work for, say, a big broadcasting corporation, then you might find, as I have, that sometimes it's easier to ask for forgiveness than it is to ask for permission. So finally, here are 3 examples which are a tribute to their producer's belief and indeed their manager's guts. From Jack FM.
Jack. Breaking for a moment to tell you, bullshit piece of sorry. As I was saying, face. Right. Anyway, Jack FM, we've got musical Tourette's, letting us play and say bums what we want.
Something totally different. A delightful promo, a nature promo from Norway's NRK.
Naturens verden, søndag morgen klokken 9 på NRK P1.
Isn't that great? And from Australia, finally, the Jeans West skirt sale is on.
See you. Hey, you're not going out in those pants, are you?
Yes, I'm going down to Jeans West. They've got great bargains on short skirts this week.
Yeah, but you can't. Not in those pants.
You can get check skirts, denim skirts and button-through cord skirts for just $24.95 or 2 for $40.
Yeah, but you can't possibly go in those pants.
Watch me.
The Jeans West skirt sale. The prices will make you come in your pants. Must end Saturday.
This summary of all that is available on the Earshot Creative website. And if you like this kind of stuff, do have a listen to the Earshot Creative Review podcast. Thank you.